Okay, so we get the first fire going in there. It's drafting nice. It's drafting nicely. You can see it pulling there, and you should be able to see some smoke coming out through our chimney. This is the only real place that it's got to escape. There may be small areas. I've got these bricks turned sideways so that they allow the smoke to come out around the sides of the meat. We'll see how that works or not. And then the rest of these are turned so that no smoke can escape anywhere from in here except through that forced area. What that should do is force the smoke and the heat out through there. Now I just pulled off what right now is a chimney cap, but it's just another brick, so you can see, I think you can see some smoke's coming out through there now. Close that up tight. Now these are going to get warm. You could use those for, well, I don't know how warm they're going to get, but I can remove those and just rearrange some bricks around it and turn it into, use it for cooking down, you know, if you wanted to put a pot on there or something like that. So let's let it get going. Notice that it's drawn in, burning at the tips of the wood. It's not burning up the wood, but even if it did, we've got the thing there. It should get really hot back in that burn chamber. That's the idea. And then the way that I've got it designed should allow a little bit longer logs to gravity feed down in there so that I don't have to constantly keep feeding it. We'll see how that works in practice, you know, as we get going on. But as it is right now, we've got basic rocket stove going here, and I'm going to let it heat up and I'll get back to you to let you know how it works. Okay, so we've been burning for about 5 minutes now. Smoke's coming out there, still smoke. I'll probably have to add the insulation around the channel, the J chimney, I think is the official term for it. What I want to do is, this is one of those side vents, lets the heat out. Let's take a look and see what kind of temperatures we're drawing out of that. Again, that vent comes into the area where that over the top of the barbecue grill itself. So you'll see that's already 200 degrees, so it's going to max out my thermometer. I'm going to take it out of there as soon as it hits the 220 so I don't run my thermometer. So we're running air that's at least 220 degrees out across the whatever we decided to cook in there. That might give a little better view of what it's like in there. When I get it insulated, all that smoke will burn too. And that's the whole point of the rocket stove, is to be ultra efficient and burn that smoke. Because when that smoke's coming out, that's unused potential heat. And so we'll insulate that. I'm going to be using perlite for that, and that'll give it the next step. Now there's a couple different options here because of the way I did this, and I made this completely with stuff that's just lying around there against our chimney. We could do something here, have it come up through here. It actually goes down through the chicken, down the way we've got the grill or whatever you're cooking. Here we could set it up with some bricks around this area so it'd come out and up through. That would be pretty easy, although with that method the end closest to the fire is going to be quite a bit hotter than the other end, so we'd have to have some way of forcing it across there. And then again, like I said, we could rearrange the bricks around the chimney itself, put a skirt on there and run a pot. Now it's in the 80s degrees today. You can see that with that thermometer sitting on top of there, it's barely heated up at all. But over time this would probably heat up too, especially if I didn't have the air escaping out through the rest of this mechanism. So I think this is going to have to be called at least a marginal success, and I may have to get something, put it on there, cook it, and see if it actually works. We'll talk to you in a little while.